It was a Tuesday afternoon many years ago, and I was doing my good duty as a good grandson, and I was going around to visit my gran. And when I walked into a flat, I remember noticing something on her dining room table. And it was a few bags, these white bags. They're the sort of bags you get when you go to the pharmacist, to pick up your prescription. I asked her what was in the bags, and I remember her telling me some of it was for her type 2 diabetes, some for cholesterol, some for blood pressure. And over the years, I remember those bags increasing and increasing, taking up more and more space on my gran's dining room table. Now, the reason I tell you this is because my gran she lived till the age of 91. So you could say her lifespan was 91. But those bags arrived, they started turning up when she was about 60. So whereas you could say her lifespan was 91 years, her health span, which is the number of years you live free of lifestyle related sickness and disease and the need for medication, her health span was about 60 years. So again, the health span is the number of years you live well, free of sickness and disease, and lifespan is just the number of years that you live. Now, according to Age UK, for people who are over the age of 65, about 10% of those who are over the age of 65 take 8 or more different medications every week. For people who are over the age of 85, that goes up to 25% of them. So 25% of over 85s are taking 8 or more different medications a week. Now, this video is about the difference between health span and lifespan. Whilst there's no agreed definition of what health span is, the definition I use is how many years you can live. As I said in my grand's example, how many years a person lives free from lifestyle related sickness and disease. So things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, and the requiring medication for those things as well. Now, the thing with lifespan says nothing about quality of years. A lifespan of 75 years just means you've lived for 75 years, but it says nothing about the quality of those years lived. Now, to me, that's a bit like a marriage. You've got Bert and Sheila who've been married for 60 years. And everyone gives them a pat on the back and says, "Oh, brilliant, what a happy marriage, you've lasted 65 years. But being married 65 years doesn't mean you were happy for 65 years. Yes, Bert and Sheila could have been happy for them, but Sheila might have been miserable. She might have wanted to get out for the past 20 years, but she stayed for the kids. Who knows? But the length of something doesn't indicate anything to do with the quality of it. I think maybe we need to move away from that sort of thinking. When it comes to health span and lifespan, the way you achieve them requires a different strategy. So to achieve a lifespan, you can take a reactive approach, a firefighting approach to your health, because when something goes wrong, you can go to the doctor and get a pill for it. But if you want to achieve health span, that's different. You've got to take control of your health. You've got to take a proactive approach to your health. You have to be proactive. So if you choose lifespan, or if you choose healthspan, they both require a different strategy to help you get there. And I think we need to think about moving away from this idea of things like lifestyle related disease, just this inevitable decline as we get older, because there are so many examples out there, people who age well because they've taken a proactive approach. So if you want to achieve healthspan, you've got to move away from the reactive approach, the firefighting approach to your health. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Do you want to just live long, or do you want to live long and live well? Your answer to that question will determine whether you take a proactive or reactive approach to your health. I'll leave that with you. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.